Here's like kind of interesting. I thought it was sticking up. Anyway, welcome back to another episode. Actually, this is a rather interesting topic, and I think part of me had to do with maybe Saturday Night Live, or so I should say Saturday Night, because Saturday Night is the movie that came out just recently, and it was rather interesting because they were trying to get the show going and this, that, and the other, and they had some struggles with trying to get everything set up for it and this, that, and the other. And it's the whole kind of the semi true story of what really happened. But then I heard that they kind of condensed it down to where they were trying to get certain things in the movie that took place later on. So it might be a little bit not quite to the letter when it comes to the actual what happened when Saturday Night Live became about. Excuse me, but it tells you about life struggles and things like that and stuff. And I'm definitely not a therapist anyway, so just as I make sure this is just about songs that may have something to do to be relatable to that, possibly. And we all, know songs that we have this feeling about, like this is probably related to this or this is related to that topic. Some of them are political, some are like things about suicide and this, that, and the other, and sometimes it's like our life struggles. To be honest with you, I know we all do, especially right now with the way the country is. I know a lot of people having problems with certain things in life, so I can totally get that. It's totally relatable. Relatable. Um, for me, I don't know. It's one of those things that I don't know. It's one of those things that I want to talk about because it reminds me of somebody I know that has done therapy sessions and learned about therapy along with, well, more like grief counseling, and her passion for mortuary science and things like that, which is really cool, which helped her in her life struggles. Just like all of us have had life struggles. Like for me personally, when I was a kid growing up, my parents got divorced when I was really young. Probably I was around fourth or fifth grade, and it was hard on me. It was one of those things that I didn't want to deal with. I at the time, hello, how's it going? I would be a beautiful woman. You think so? If I shade the beard, that's interesting. I never heard anybody say comment that I'd be a beautiful woman if I was. Okay, I don't know about that, but it's like interesting. Well, like I said before, I try to keep politics out of it too much, But hello, how's it going? Um, what's rather interesting is that well, see, I've lost my train of focus here, because I was reading the comments below. What was I saying? I forgot. It's something to do with the songs and therapy and all this other stuff being a part of our lives and getting back to being therapeutic and stuff in ways. Okay, John. Jeez. I'm trying to talk about metal music and not about certain other things. How's it going, Michael Robinson? I think you were on here before, weren't you? Maybe. Maybe. I guess John wants to have something a little more interesting in the conversation than just music. Not that I don't mind certain types of topics here and there. Um, I'm going to start my list, see what you guys think. Um, Gone Away by Ozzy Osbourne is a song that is about pain and losing ones that we love, which I totally get. We all have somebody in our life that means something special to all of us that we miss Like me, I miss my father quite a lot because of the fact that he passed away at such a your early age from cancer, which really breaks my heart and this, that, and the other. Um, and I miss him quite a bit because anytime I needed some help with my car or whatever else, when it comes to the mechanical stuff, I would always go to him and ask him about certain things. Oh yes, definitely, right? Which really is really bad, right? Plus, there's somebody who just recently passed away, and I've forgotten who it was. There's quite a few people that have passed away just recently, which is really bad. Okay, who's that? The John? Probably so, right? God. Anyway, number 19 is Unholy from Avenged Sevenfold, a song that struggles between good and evil within oneself. Interesting. I never thought about that, but we probably all have that a little bit with our good and evil demons, so to speak. Peace Sells and Who's Buying by Megadeth, and this one I definitely like. This is one of my favorites because of what it says. Plus, I think Mr. Dave Mustaine should run for president. Because that's what the song's about, right? The theatrical song about the futility of war and the corruption of nature of society itself. Who? Oh my god. Anyway, hmm. I think so. I think you're right, Vinny. Trying to get rid of somebody because they're just. Yeah, I'm not going to deal with people being rude or inconsiderate, so I apologize for that. Um, let's see here. Disposable Heroes from Megadeth is a song about the explosion of workers and the dehumanizing effect of capitalism, which is rather interesting. The other thing, the next one is "Struggle Within" by Megadeth, a song about international struggles we all face. Oh, internal struggles we all face. That's kind of interesting. I think I got that one. Oops. I think I accidentally. Did I get the wrong person? I hope I didn't. I hope I didn't do that wrong. I might have picked the wrong person. I think it moved on me. Anyway, um, sorry about that. The struggle within, blah blah blah. The unholy by Avenged Sevenfold is a song about the struggles between good, evil within oneself. Definitely understand that. The fear of the unknown from Pantera, a song about anxiety and the fear of the unknown, which is kind of crazy, right? I don't know if I've heard that song to be honest. Be interesting to hear. I might have heard it. Um, Now 13 is not really a metal song; it's more of a rock song, but it still probably plays into a lot of this. And They do a good job with their music. Is The Dark Side of the Moon from Pink Floyd, a an album-length concept piece about human psyche and the challenges of life itself, which is really cool. Hmm. So here, number 12 is Nothing Else Matters by Metallica, a song about the importance of human connection and the need for love and support, which is really crazy. Makes sense. Number 11 is Fade to Black by Metallica, a song about expression and desire to end one's suffering, which is pretty much what it boils down to. Let's see. Bullet for My Valentine is number 11 by My Valentine. um, for My Valentine, a song about the dangers of violence and the importance of peace, which we all definitely need in this world. I think so, especially right now with the way things are going. Um, Disposable Heroes by Megadeth, a song about the exploitation war in the. Okay, I think we already talked about that already with another song, but anyway, let's see here, and I think that was already on the thing before too. Master of Puppets from Metallica, a song about addiction and destructive powers, and its destructive powers, which yeah definitely makes sense. One by Metallica, a powerful song about the horrors of war and the human cost of conflict. Interesting. Um, Gone Away from Ozzy Osbourne, a classic rock song about mourning the loss of a friend, which definitely makes sense, because Gone Away. Last Caress from Metallica, a song about the pain of losing a loved one. And I definitely have heard that song, and it's definitely a really good song to listen to. Let's see here what we got here. Number three is Tears Don't Fall. Okay. By Bullet for My Valentine, a song about overcoming heartbreak and finding strength. Probably inner strength, I would assume. Number two is Fade to Black, was another iconic Metallica song about depression and the desire to end one's suffering, which is always sad. Don't want to do that because, it's not worth that. Number one is Nothing Else Matters by Metallica, a classic ballad about love, loss, and the fleeting nature of life itself. It's pretty sad. Some of those are pretty. I think The Struggle Within is another good one, I think. Because I think that and Saint Anger, I think, was a one of those songs from Metallica that actually had a lot to do with his frustrate. I think the frustration within the band itself, because the fact that Jason was felt like he was being suffocated in the band, so to speak. He wasn't allowed to do or participate in doing other things outside the bands. You know, on side projects and things like that he wanted to do, and certain people wanted to keep it, a certain way. That he didn't want to change things. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of interesting some of that. And plus, I keep getting people coming in and out, so I'm not sure if they're just there and it's telling me that they're not or whatever. Who knows? I think I might have accidentally. I'm not sure if that was the same person or if that was another person. I might have accidentally um, timed out somebody that may not have done it, and I can't get it off of there. Unfortunately, it will not let me change that. So, but anyway, so I apologize to them about that. If I was the wrong person, I think I got the right person because of some of the comments they made. We're not going to do that, okay? Um, be civil. Hello Delta Force. How are you? Um, we have some interesting people on here, but try to keep it, you know, about metal, not about other things. Even though I know there are some things that, yeah, they're probably going to be coming up because of certain songs. If it's like a political struggle type song or whatever, because a lot of songs deal with that kind of stuff and society, other topics along those lines, and that's what a lot of metal music is about anyway. So, um, I'm trying to think of other ones that I can remember that have something to do with struggles that we all deal with day in and day out. I know there's one about depression, of course, but not everybody struggles with that. But just everyday life itself, I miss anything? Well, I did do the list already, but I kind of went down through them. A lot of them were Metallica songs, Fade to Black, Nothing Else Matters, um, Last Caress, which is another one, Gone Away from Ozzy Osbourne, one from Metallica, Master of Puppets from Metallica. See, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get a list of songs that from different artists, not the same artist, but um, yeah, that didn't help out much, did it? Anyway, just like Sepultura. Sepultura's got some really good songs like that. And a lot of their stuff actually has a lot to do with everyday life struggles in the rainforest and things like that. Because they call it, consider, the people in the rainforest the guardians of the earth itself, which we definitely need that for the earth itself, because we only got one earth, and I don't think we can go too many places outside that may or may not support life as we know it, right? So we got to take care of what we have. And it's a big deal. It's a big deal for all of us, because if not, we're not going to be here. Um, which is not always the good thing. Oh, good. Tell me. I would love to hear it about struggles in everyday life, or everyday struggles is what it is. That's a topic of songs that have some metal songs that relate to that, which there's probably quite a few of them out there besides the ones Metallica does. I don't know why the list came up with that many. It's like, nah, I probably should have said no, make them a little bit more different. Oh, I know the feeling. I know. I always think of, oh, this song and that song and that song, and then I forget what it is. Like, okay, what song was that again that I heard? And thanks for the likes, by the way. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, I don't know. See, I'm trying to think of some of the songs from Sepultura. I know Nation is really good, and I think it has something to do with struggles. There's Agony of Defeat that they just recently did their Quattro album. That and Fear, I forgot. Fear, Pain, Chaos, Suffering, I think is what it's called. I'm not sure if I'm in the right order on that, but that's the title of the song, and the song basically says that in the song. And the struggle within was, oh, that's struggle within. That's agony of defeat. Yeah. There's another one talking about tortured souls. Like they're roaming the earth, so to speak. That maybe they had some sort of battle. I mean, it seems like to me, or possibly maybe they're defending the earth, so to speak. And there's a quad. There was another one with Quadra that's has the rainforest itself and the video and some of the people in the tribe in the rainforest themselves. It's kind of really cool. It's really dramatic and stuff. So if you haven't ever seen the video, you gotta check it out. I don't remember the name of the song. I know it's off the Quattro album, the newest one that they've done, and probably unfortunately the last one. This will be the last concert T-shirt I get from them or anybody else probably. Um, and it has 40 years. It has all the album names on it, which is really cool. I really like that a lot. So that way you don't forget their albums. Um, I probably won't wear this one too much because I want to keep it in fairly good condition, but I definitely want to wear it once in a while because I really love the shirt. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if they had something else besides that because I thought there was a couple different designs, but the other ones are okay. Um, I was thinking something along the lines of the 40-year history of Sepultura, maybe, because I that reminds me of there was an artist that did, unfortunately for Metallica. I'm gonna bring them up again. He did an actual drawing of a character that has um, some sort of symbolism of each part of each one of the albums they've done over the years, and you can actually find every single one of them in the picture. It's so cool. It's really awesome. Well done. Very, 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 very awesome stuff. So for me, it was pretty cool. So if they had a shirt like that, that'd be kind of cool. That had something to do with relating to some of the actual album covers that they've done over the years, like Kalex and Roarback and Nation, and I'm trying to remember the one with Ratamatata. If that was, I think it might have just been called Ratamatata. Then there's trying to think the ones that when Max were there and stuff. Do I believe in what now? Oh, me? I don't know. I'm not sure. I used to think certain things, and now things have changed because of certain people. That's all I'll say. More than one. It was three or four people, you know. But I definitely do know, and this is from my grandmother herself that I miss very dearly. Um, she says, how would you say, being going some places every single Sunday doesn't always make you that type of person. It's who you are as a person, how you treat other people that really shows who you really are. You know what I mean? Basically, treating people with utmost respect, treating other people the way you'd want to be treated, and living your life as though, that way, I guess is what the way she put it, which makes sense. She goes, you don't have to be there all the time to be a good person, so to speak, and everybody has their own belief system when it comes to that, and a lot of it. I live my life. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, there's like different people with different beliefs on how things happened and this, that, and the other, and it's rather interesting because each one of them sounds somewhat similar. Not saying that they are, but if you actually go down through each people's beliefs and things that have happened over a certain time frame, it kind of reminds you that they're not quite the same, but a difference based on how they perceive things. Just like everything else, just like songs. Not everybody's going to listen to the same song and think the same thing, just like art. It's all subjective. I mean, because if we all thought the same, then we would all be the same. It would be kind of boring. Um, that's how I see it. And there was even a old movie a while back ago about that, where everybody basically end up living their lives or being the same thing, not having color, not having expression, not having all the things that we enjoy so much. If we have that, like somebody telling us that we this is what we should do and this is how we should feel, this is how our life should be, and we're told what to do, then it would be much of a life. You know, it kind of reminds me of Saturday Night Live when I was talking about that. Same thing. Everybody has their own perspective on things, and the two guys that were some of the biggest stars in the show itself had the pretty much the greatest conflict with each other, which is rather interesting. I'm not sure if it happened quite like that, but I heard that they have had their scuffles before, is what it boils down to. And not everybody's got. It's just like other countries right now with the Ukraine and Russia and all these other places that are at war and stuff like that. It'd be nice if we could get along, but it's all how we think and how we feel and how you say, interpret things, I guess. And that's an everyday struggle that we all need to get over, right? Gotcha. Well, see, the thing is, Russia might feel a certain way about it. I think from what I know about it is that there's something that they would like to have that the Ukraine has already, which is support, which most major countries usually have some sort of port in their country. And if you're landlocked, it's a little more difficult. But the only thing is, they also were a part of that for a while and they got their freedom, which is good. I think that's very important. But I don't know if that's the reason why somebody's doing this or what. And plus, you think they could work something out to where they could use the port if that's what they're after and not cause all this headache and all this um, turmoil Ukrainian people, and I know the citizens of Russia, not the government, but the people of Russia, I'm sure feel the same way that we all do, because we as people or human beings are compassionate and loving and caring about each other. And with this day and age, why are we even doing that? It's so sad. I mean, we had a lot of peace and everything else, and prosperity, and all of a sudden now it's all going to what, which is not good. I don't think it's good for any of us. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, and the land, I think it has. I don't know if it has anything to do with the port or not, but it does make sense because if you think about it, most civilizations throughout history that they gravitate towards imports and exports. And most of the greatest civilizations have had those kinds of things where they have ports to different other countries where they have goods and services that they either take out or in and make money. So it's kind of a not so much political as is economical. Um, so that could be part of the reason why. I don't know. Yeah, the only thing is there's only a certain percentage of it that's actually usable. I mean, it's a huge country, but it's all frozen. It's all like frozen Arctic wasteland kind of thing. It's like being in the Arctic almost. There, and there's a bunch of mountain ranges, which they can't really put much on there, but it is big. You're right. I'm not sure if it's larger than the United States or not. I don't know, but yeah. And then I see all these other countries. They're saying they're this country or that country, and they're just this little bitty piece of thing on this big continent. Like Brazil is part of South Africa, South America, and all these other places. It's like can I think Canada's the same way. It's like it's really icy and cold up more north of Canada. So I don't know how much of that's places where people can live at. Kind of like Iceland. Iceland's really beautiful from what I've seen. It's really cool. Um, I'm not sure what else is like that, but it's more north of. I guess it's kind of anything above, like say, I would say probably right there at the Canadian border is probably really cold, and probably down south. It's hard saying. I don't know about south. It's warmer or colder, but anyway. Alrighty, I am been on here for a while, and I appreciate each and everybody that's been on here. Thank you, Delta Force, for your comments, and I'm glad you had a nice conversation instead of like some of the other people that were talking about certain things, which I'm not going to get into, which I didn't really get into before. Um, I appreciate that, but I'm going to get going for now. I want to say thank you for watching. Take care. You guys have a good night. Don't forget to headbang and like the subscribe buttons. I appreciate it so much. And actually, we got a few new people that actually started signing up, subscribing, which I appreciate them as well. If you haven't done so, please do so because it helps the channel, it helps it grow, and I'm hoping that I'm wanting 1,000 people watching, so that way I can get some people in here and say, hey, like I said, the more the merrier. The more they go, oh, they're serious about wanting to talk to us. That's my whole thing. I'm not going to keep doing lists all the time. We're going to do some interviews. I want to do some interviews because I would enjoy that, and I'm sure you guys would too, to get to know each and every person in different bands personally and intimately to a point, but very, I say, don't be rude. Don't be, this, that, and the other, right? Oh yeah, you can share my channel. That's fine, no problem. I'd love it, especially if they're metalheads, or even if they're not. If I can convince somebody that metal isn't as bad as people think and it's got great music, why not, right? Especially younger people, because I know my son really enjoys metal. He loves classic rock and roll and everything. So yeah, it's great. And he's turning 20 on Tuesday. So this is going to be awesome, right? Um I think it's beautiful. And don't forget, somebody is coming out with her first album of her own. She was part of the Butcher Babies, and now she's going her on her own path, which I think is great for her. And it's the Violent Hour is the name of the group. Fun fact: I got hit in the leg by metal once. Well, wow, really? That is not good. By metal, like is in a arm or a flagpole or not maybe a flagpole, but I know some people get hit by doors sometimes. Somebody whacked you with a metal baseball bat or something. I hope not, but all right, Delta Force and everybody else out there, thanks for watching. Take care. I will see you tomorrow night if I'm up for it and everything. Oh, a spear. Okay. Wow, that's not good. I hope it wasn't like, something that, you know what I mean. Okay. I was waiting for a response from Delta Force, but that's okay. I will see you guys later. Um, but don't forget the group, the Violent Hour, is our new group or band or whatever you want to call. I always say band. We'll just call it band. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Don't forget headbang, like, and subscribe. Have a good night. Take care. Bye. Oops, if I can get this to turn off. There we go.